YouTube, shout out my shout outs, but enough all that. Let's get straight into what we talking about. Now, we all know Hakeem Lion, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we all had a part of, like, raising Hakeem. Like, Hakeem pissed us all off, made us all upset, made us all proud, made us all sappy, made us all happy. But let's get out of Empire for a second. Real life, what is going on with Brashear, man? Like, I don't know. Like, it might be too late, but it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, we're going to get straight into it.
Child, somebody better save Brashear Gray from that OF career he just got into, because he's now doing some real wild things on there, and people are not here for it. Apart from him slanging his wood in our face every day, he's now also getting deeply penetrated by other men in his videos, and even going as far as munching on their hoes like it's Christmas cake. Brashear started his OF career shortly after threatening to sue Diddy and Will for allegedly touching him inappropriately and forcing him into freak-offs. Apparently, his deadbeat mom played a huge role in this by selling him off to Will and Diddy in exchange for a huge check. As if that ain't bad enough, he was also thrown out into the industry like a piece of trash when they were done using him. And now he's selling his body on OF to afford a motel. Yeah, y'all heard that right. This man is apparently living in a motel and can barely even afford that. Okay, so in case you somehow missed out on all the madness that's been going on with Brashear Gray these past few days, he started an OF account after being blackballed and not being cast in no movie roles for years now. Initially, when he started it, he was just teasing us with photos of his wood print and his boxers. Then he actually whipped it out and got to touching himself. This obviously got people talking, because once upon a time, he was once one of the best rising actors in Hollywood. Now this man on OF twerking and playing with his wood for chicken change. As if all these videos weren't wild enough, folks started to side-eye him for potentially being gay when he began to collaborate with trans women and popular gay OF creators. The first trans woman he looked up with was the popular corn star Malika Cunt. He followed it up by posting several photos of him and gay corn actors, and this was what really shocked people, because at first he was just making them go down on him, but in his recent videos, which I obviously can't post here, but they're very much available on his Twitter page, this man was actually getting penetrated by these men. Child, it's a mess, y'all. Now, like I said before, Brashear was not always like this. People suspect that he allegedly got turned out by Will and
I mean, you know, right there. Right there. That's way. Boom. Right there. That whole picture right there. If they had anything to do if they had anything to do with anything, you know? Did he though? It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying. You know? Crazy.
and Diddy, and they even came through with receipts. Even Jaguar Wright broke her silence on the whole thing, and she spilled major tea about how Brashear's own mama allegedly sold him to Will and Diddy when he was just 17 for allegedly being their boy toy. It all went down when Brashear was initially introduced to Will and Diddy by his then manager Charlie Mack for a mentorship program. Will was supposed to help him sharpen up his acting skills while Diddy helped him out with the music, since he apparently also wanted to be an artist. However, by the time his so-called mentorship was over, Brashear was only violated, used, and passed around the industry. Jaguar Wright was the first person to bring this to folks' attention, when she exposed Diddy and Will for allegedly using a so-called mentorship program to lure young boys into inappropriate activities against their will. Jaguar even spilled the tea about the time that Brashear and Meek Mill allegedly ran out of Will's house screaming for help after one of them freak-off sessions.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Brashear Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
To make things even worse, he's got into a lot of legal trouble over the years, and people believe the reason why he was crashing out so
Hold on. Did she say Did she say August was the only one that stayed? August who? The one that was banging Will's wife? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. So maybe it's more to this. Jesus. It's a lot that go on, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that right there is crazy. But that, I'm gonna say that for another video. I'm not gonna lie.
How much was because of what they did to him. For example, in 2022, he was found guilty for aggravated assault against a woman he was hooking up with at the time. But this wasn't his first run-in with the law, because back in 2020, his wife was rescued by a man at a nearby gas station after she went there asking for help. She told the police that Brashear had strangled her and put his hands on her continuously until she kept going in and out of consciousness. When the police pulled up to the house to arrest him, he initially refused to come out the house. It took hours of negotiations between the SWAT team and Brashear to get that man to come out. And then when his mugshots were released, people could not help but point out how different he looked. This was when folks were starting to piece everything together and realized how much damage the industry just had caused him.
Brashear Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight, we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest that ended with his wife flagging down police and telling them the actor had assaulted her for hours inside their Goodyear home. The bizarre jailhouse interview lasting for 2 hours as they try to piece together a chaotic chain of events.
Now, ain't nobody saying that this ain't a grown man who is very much responsible for his actions. However, trauma definitely has a way of making people act out of character. Now, going back to Jaguar Wright, she came back again not too long ago to spill more tea about how Will and Diddy allegedly orchestrated.
I mean, you know, like, I mean, look, you know. I mean, what do you expect, you know? What are you talking about?
What they did to Brashear. Apparently, Charlie Mack, Brashear's then manager, was Brashear's handler, and he was appointed by Brashear's mom, Andrea Mayberry, to pimp out Brashear to the highest bidder for a check. Jaguar also said the real reason why Brashear's deadbeat mom, Andrea, allowed all these traumatic things to happen to her son is because she wanted to exploit his plan to write a book that nobody cares to read so she could make some money off of it.
Say, Andy, I'm talking about Brashear's mom. I'm gonna kick you in your in and I'm gonna go to work North Philly style. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it.
Uh-oh.
You CI. I'm sorry.
Jaguar then went on to claim that there was a time where Andrea regretted selling out her son after seeing the damage that had been done to him. She claimed that Andrea even came to her for help, and she told her to get Brashear far away from Charlie Mack since he was the link between Brashear and Will and Diddy. But guess what? Andrea couldn't bring herself to stop getting them checks, so she did nothing and just allowed Diddy and Will to keep messing with her son.
That came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the f- away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Brashear, to help her get Brashear out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a dealer's. That's all she ever was. She went from dealer to dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Brashear in $1 million home. Your whole book is Lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's game.
Damn.
You and Charlie Mack.
Jaguar also said the reason why they're encouraging Bashir's new career is because they want people to think he crazy when he come out with this lawsuit that'll be against Diddy and Will, and won't nobody take him seriously because they'll think he's not mentally stable. And get this, y'all, Jaguar even went as far as claiming there's a secret tape of Justin Bieber, Will, Jaden, Diddy, and Bashir having a freak off.
See, they trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him.
Wait.
With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Nah, Will, you a different type of crazy, bro. You slutted your son out, okay? Nah, it's wild.
Okay.
I
It's
really
wild
hope none
either
of that
way, but
baby
your
oil
own
was used
son?
on those kids.
Jeez.
That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and she let Charlie tune that boy up, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a filly. You're a big old they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all.
Nah, that shit wicked.
I'm sorry. The Bashir conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody
Definitely.
care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
And for those of y'all wondering what lawsuit the Jaguar is talking about, well, a few months ago, shortly before Bashir launched his OF career, there was news going around about him allegedly preparing to file a $50 million lawsuit against Diddy. This was revealed by a blind item that said, "I suspect the soon-to-step-forward male victim of sexual assault by this A-list mogul will not be the last man to do so. Sean Diddy Combs." Ooh-wee, it's some real serious allegations out there, y'all. But just remember, this is all alleged information, so we can't really do too much until Bashir actually comes out to reveal these things out his own mouth. However, in the meantime, this man is on OF acting out, experimenting with all kinds of people. Ain't it crazy how he was everybody crush back in the day when he was just a rising star on Empire? And now this man getting his body played with on camera for less than $5? Child, it's a cold world out there, y'all. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, "The mothers are totally sick. That's child abuse. They should go to jail. Jaguar is crying. I love her, honestly. May God protect her." Another person said, "Horrifically disgusting. When you take the innocence from a child, that child never truly recovers. They will forever live with the violation of their soul, and the monsters who knowingly and deceptively robbed them need to be held accountable. I pray every victim, boys, girls, women, and men, receive some sense of justice, as they never be the same." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Bashir allegedly getting used in the industry? And do y'all believe Jaguar's claims about Will and Diddy having a hand in this mess? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And
Man, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. I don't even know what to think or, like, say for real. Like, Shit is wicked. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, with your ugly ass.